Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the channel. Well, I guess it's time for me to tell you how much my solar saved on our electricity. Are you ready for this? This covers my hot water only on this particular billing. 264 pesos, roughly $4.50 thereabouts. My God. Who would have ever thought? I really expected that hot water costs a lot more than that. But you got to think about it. We're not using maximum temperature, so it's not pulling maximum wattage. When I take a shower personally, it's just enough to knock the chill off the water. So, I guess that's hot water is actually pretty reasonable. Now, at that price, I probably won't switch it over to solar. Because there's a lot of times on this next billing, no hot water is used at all because the weather's been warmer. But there will be quite a few days, a couple hours each morning, where we had the incubators and the brooder boxes going. A little bit short on storage. So we'll see how much that's going to cost. That'll be on the next billing next month. Right now, I've only got the one incubator going, and of course the brooder box, the chicks are old enough. I don't need the heat there now because the weather is warmer. Yeah, a whole lot warmer. So we're okay at that. But now, saved all that money on electricity. Well, we done our monthly groceries, and that was a shocker. Basically, what we saved on electricity was eaten up in the price increase in food and gasoline. We paid, of course, didn't need that many liters of gasoline, but we paid 99 pesos per liter, which is roughly $1.40 a quart or thereabouts, pretty close. So you do the math, almost $6 a gallon. I'm not complaining, because we're still fortunate enough for we can go and get our necessities, and we got transportation and so forth, and so I can't complain. But I'm glad that Grace and I have worked hard to prepare. It's not our intention to be saving towards increases. It was our intention to save towards a better experience for Virgil and the kids in the neighborhood, and things of that thing. And we had wanted to take Virgil on a little vacation before he goes back to school again. But I don't know if we'll do that or not, because the price of gasoline and everything has increased. I don't think it's going to be feasible, even on a short trip, that we normally would take. I just don't see it being practical for us to do it. We'll miss those days. Grace and I, we occasionally would take little adventures out, road trips and so forth. Sometimes a day or two away from home. I guess all that's going to come to a halt And then if we do go somewhere, it's going to be very, very limited and very budget conscious, which I don't foresee us doing it. But I'm not complaining. I'm happy at home. I got plenty to do. Actually, got more than I can do. So I'm not bored. I don't mind being home. That's another thing too. And I've noticed that some of the guys that's here, they claim about being bored. And it don't make sense. There's just so much to do here. How can you be bored? I mean, there's nothing else. If you just get out and walk around, the beauty that this country offers is just strictly amazing. I can't, it's just hard for me to fathom. I guess I got a different mind frame, I guess. I'm not a party animal, for one thing. And I don't sit around drink and bring up thoughts of why. It's part of life. And excuse me, I'm going to have to sneeze. Allergies. Anyway, I think I got by it. Speaking of drinking, like I said, I'm not a big drinker. I do drink a little bit on occasions, and it's very limited. But I broke those habits many, many, many years ago. I decided many years ago my money is more useful for other things besides drinking. Same way with gambling. I don't gamble. Personally, I don't think I bought a lottery ticket. And good God Almighty, since the early 90s, if I remember correctly. And I'll tell you why. Tell you what changed my mind at that time. I used to, every Saturday after work, I was working for a car dealership at the time. I go across the street to a gas station and get my weekend gasoline. And when I'd go inside to pay for my gasoline, I'd buy a scratch off. And at that time, that particular scratch off was $2. At one Saturday, I got hung up. I was running a little later than normal, about 5 minutes maybe. Not extremely. So I drove across the street, pumped my gas, and I go in to pay. And there's a lady in front of me paying for her gasoline, driving an older van with several kids in it, in pretty rough shape. And she paid for her gasoline, and she bought a scratch off, and I did the same. I went up and paid the counter and bought a scratch off. And we both standing there doing our deal. You know, scratching his tickets off. I think at that time it was like a bingo game. Anyway, she ended up having a winner. And she's going to collect her money, so she reached it to the cashier for the scan. It said something about we need to contact the lottery office. In other words, she bought my ticket and she won $100,000. And at that point in time, I looked down at my ticket, which was nothing. I said, that should tell me something. It's just not for me. Just not for me. I'm glad the lady won it because by looking at her vehicle and the kids inside, I'm sure she desperately needed it. But it was a game changer for me. I quit wasting my $2 every weekend, and that's my story. I'm sticking to it. That's why I never did gamble much, because I never could gain anything. Never. I always lost. So why throw good money after bad? Same with drinking. Finally realized that I was throwing money for nothing. What was I getting in return? So I know quit the heavy drinking, and I still drink occasionally. Have a beer when I'm out and about, the food, so forth. I don't. If I'm driving, it's rare to even do that. And unless I'm not going to be on the road for at least several hours, I might have one or two beers at the max. But it's rare, because if I think I'm going to be on the road, no. And there's more than just a reason for that. It's not because it would make me impaired, or it's the fact that here in the Philippines, if something happens, the penalty is very severe. Yeah. So I stay away from that. Now, I have sat around with foreigners, expats you might call them, and they slam it down, and they say, well, this is the Philippines. You don't worry about it. Now, I do worry about it. And I explained to them, I said, it could be a bad ending. That's the reason I don't. I said, and then usually I end up saying, guys, been nice, and I leave because I don't drink and drive. It's that simple. Anyway, guys, I thought I'd let you know I'm still kicking, and getting ready to tell you, if you're out and about, don't let the world get you down. Smile and live long and prosper.